Picture this, a recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome to the fantasy zone. Get ready.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion on the 5th of August 2020. I'm looking at an independent game, obviously from double-sided games, and it's called L'Abbaye Des Morts. So, this is on the C64, and it was released last year, and it's just so cute, but challenging, and you'll see that when we get in. So, here we go. First bit is to escape from death. Yes, I didn't do quite so well there, did I? Anyway, the first bit is to basically outrun these dudes who are on a mission to stop you from whatever. But you play the part of this monk. So we'll go into... shall we start with controls today? Yes, we will. So it's left, right, duck, which you kind of crawl across the floor in a rather cutesy animation. And jump, and that's basically it. I haven't found a facility to go up yet. However, just check it out. That tombstone thing there is a restart point, and trust me, you're going to need these. Had a little play before on the MSX version. So this is the C64 version. So far, pretty much identical, which is nice. The MSX version, by the way, was only released this year. In fact, last month. So I might be having a look at that one at some point soon as well. But you can see it's kind of got influences from sort of Jet Set Willy and Manic Miner, along with things like Dizzy. You know, you can see there's a lot of influences from other games here, and I think that's really, really nice. And it does gel well together, which is lovely. Anyway, so let's have a look at graphics. The actual main character is really cool. I do believe he's a monk. So, and you can see down there, do you see the door moving then? If not, just rewind a minute and have a look. But the door is being pounded open by those crusaders that we were outrunning at the start. So, yes, let's have a look at graphically. Absolutely stunning, really, isn't it? You can see the influences here from Jet Set Willy. It's just really, really nice. There's a plethora of different enemy types, which is great because that adds a bit of variety to the game. The UI is fairly simple. You've got your room name in the bottom right-hand corner. You've got your lives and those crosses in the bottom left. Now, this is one of those games where certain areas open after you've done certain things. So it's a case of finding out what needs to be found and unlocked and all that. Now this is an interesting little puzzle. You see there, the cross is upside down on the left. When I headbutt the shield up there, it spins them to the right orientation. Now, I don't know what happens if you try and pick them up when they're upside down crosses, but as you're probably aware, that's not a good thing. So yes, look at these skeletons with bows. The actual artwork on the enemy graphics is really nice. The whole game, to be honest, just screams quality. They've done such a good job with this, and I really like this. Apparently it was released on the Amiga as well, so I'm going to try and hunt down a version of that and have a look at that as well, because I think that could be quite nice with the extra colour palette. But tell you what, this is, for a C64 game, this is really nice. Colours are really nice and vibrant as well. Sometimes the room names give you a little hint as to what you should be doing as well. So if you do get stuck, try and check out what it says at the bottom of the screen. Now you can see here there's quite a lot of stuff going on, which is nice. Yes, water splashes can kill you. In fact, there's not much in the game that doesn't kill you, to be quite honest with you, but there we are. But yes, animations are really, really nice as well. Really smooth, and I took an arrow to the face. That's not a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it can really put a crimp on your day. Anyway, here we go. We'll get back to where we were, and we can resume our adventure. Yeah, she don't want to take an arrow up the butt either. Right. Yeah, I suppose sort of Super Mario influences as well. I mean, I suppose any platformer realistically, but they've taken it and they've really worked well with it. You don't sort of think, oh god, they've ripped that off from another game. It's just you just accept it for what it is, which is an absolutely fantastic platformer. And believe me, folks, it's quite difficult. Yeah, you can tell that by the amount of extra lives that are littered around the levels. I think there's quite a few screens to this game as well, so it's going to keep you busy for quite a long time, and that's not a bad thing. So sound wise as well, you've got this lovely little soundtrack going in the background. You do have sound effects as you go through as well, which is really nice. It is joystick control, although I do believe you can set keys. I don't know, I normally use joystick anyway with everything. So there's another restart point there, so I'm going to try and get across to that. Okay, oh yeah, well, we could have probably assumed that was going to happen. Oh, and there we go, last life gone, game over. But you know, we'll start again. It's one of those games, it's just absolutely glorious to play. That is always a plus. So there you go, we are running to escape the Crusaders, which is great. Playability, well, this is a no-brainer. It's absolutely fantastic. There's very, in fact, there's no downsides. I can't give this a negative at all. It's done with a lot of love. The developers obviously wanted to bring a highly playable game onto the C64, and it does run on a C64. And if you haven't got a C64, download WinVice and get the ROM from the website, which I will pop a link in, and you will then be able to play it on an emulator. But if you've got a C64, you can put it on an actual machine. So if you're a purist, then that option is there for you, which is a lovely thing. Okay, and we're looking at replay, and replay. You're going to come back to this again and again, because unless you've got an absolute penchant for being a platform perfectionist, then this one's going to take you a little bit of time to finish, which again is nice because you don't want a game that's over in 10 minutes. So age range on this game, you're probably looking pretty much any from 5 upwards really. There's a little bit there for everybody. The cutesy graphics are going to work for kids. The actual difficulty levels are going to work for pretty much everybody. So there you are. Excuse me, my phone just went off. I do apologise for that. But you can see the hearts there. Those are your bonus lives, and yeah, you got to sort of collect these scrolls as well, which sort of I believe tell the story. That face follows you around. Now, when you do click on a restart point, then the cross on it turns round, so you know you've activated it. It's worth picking these things up or activating them along the way because you're going to need them. There's nothing worse than getting quite far into it and then having to suddenly start from a much earlier point. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Oh, look at that dragon, that's cool. There's a lot of good artwork in this, and it's just visually it's stunning. And when you mix that with the gameplay, the controls are tight, it's just an all-round damn good game. And there's not really much else you can say about it. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, it is a platformer, it's only one player, but again, I don't really see how they could have done two. I suppose, again, you could do turn-based, which, you know, just lose a life, pass the controller to mate, and do it that way. Or you could just see how far you get. Now, you see that door's not accessible, so there's something I need to find to be able to open that door. The teleport thing's quite cool as well, I like that. The pestilent beast. So the enemies don't actively come for you, so you can judge and time your jumps to get over them. Now, there's no attacks on this, you literally do have to avoid everything, which, you know, just one of those platform perks. well, I say perks, but hey. But if you've enjoyed this review, then please go and support the developers. Go and grab yourself a copy of the game, and have fun with it, because they have put a lot of time and effort into this one. It's absolutely brilliant. And do you know what? I haven't reviewed a bad game recently, have I? I must seek one out. Have you got any recommendations for bad games? And if you have, drop them in the comments, and I'll have a look and see. And maybe the Dungeon of Drax may have to be reinstated to be able to drop those horrible, fiendish games into the Dungeon of Drax. Okay. That can be on any system, by the way, but if I haven't got it, I can't do it. But I will look, and if I have, then I will. Simple. And thank you very much for everyone that's popped along to the channel and subscribed. Great to have you along. And hello to existing subscribers. You guys are awesome. New subscribers, you will be just as awesome when you've stuck around for a bit. But I hope you enjoyed the video. There's plenty more on the channel. If you haven't had a look yet, go and have a look. And if you want to search for something specific, just click on videos and then the magnifying glass. If you have enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And there'll be more content coming soon. I'm busy with a project at the moment, which is fairly big project. I can't go into details at the moment, but it will benefit the channel greatly. So there we are. I will be working on the next review today, so expect to see something new in the next day or so. And I hope you've enjoyed L'Abbaye Des Morts. Can anyone translate that, by the way? What does it mean? Because I don't know. I'm something like the Abbey of Evil or something. If anyone can verify what that actually means, that'd be great, because, well, why not? It's homework for you. There you go. So let me know. First of all, what does L'Abbaye Des Morts mean? Secondly, what are the worst games you've ever played? And I will have a look at them and review them and stick them in a dungeon. And once they're in the dungeon, they don't come back out unless you request a reprieve, but it must be from more than one person, or that game stays locked away forever. So there we have it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the review today. I will be back very soon with a brand new one. And yeah, you take it easy and keep it retro, and I will catch you next time. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, it's bye for now.